Hi, welcome back to our Algebra 1 series. In this video, we're going to talk about solving inequalities. And this is both one-step, two-step inequalities, and we can take a look at some multi-step inequalities if we have the time. Now, in this video, the first thing I want to highlight is the fact that we're really solving multi-step equations. This is no different from solving equations. So I have x plus 9 is greater than 5. I'm going to solve this in the same way that I would solve any equation, meaning that I'm going to try to isolate my variable. I want to get the x by itself. So I want to get rid of anything that's over here with the x. In this case, the number that's over there with the x is my positive 9. So I want to undo that positive 9 or get rid of it. And the way to get rid of the positive 9 is to do your opposite operation, your inverse operation. I'm going to subtract 9 on both sides. So x would be greater than negative 4. And that's it. It's just like solving an equation. So if you were doing an addition or subtraction problem, it's just like solving an equation. You would identify the opposite operation that you need to do to get your variable isolated or by itself, and you would solve it just like you would any other equation. The trick comes when you would multiply or divide. So when I'm multiplying or dividing in an inequality problem, if I multiply or divide by a negative number, I would have to flip my inequality symbol. So for example, here, if I have to divide by a positive 2, so look at this here, I divided by a positive 2. The number I divided by on both sides was a positive. I do not need to flip my sign because I multiplied or divided by a positive, not by a negative. So it does not matter that this number here is negative. I divided by positive 2. So x would be greater than negative 10. It doesn't matter that this number is negative. All that matters is that I divided by a positive, so I did not need to flip my inequality sign. On number 8, however, I need to divide by a negative 5 to get rid of that negative 5 with my x. So since I divided or multiplied by a negative, I would have to flip that inequality sign, and x would be less than now or equal to negative 7. So solving these problems on the second page, we can solve a couple multi-step problems, but really what's happening is you're solving it just like an equation. The only thing you need to look out for is when I have a negative that I'm dividing by. So let's take a look at some practice problems. If I had a 3 minus x is greater than 9, well, what's over here with my negative x that needs to go away? I need to get rid of my 3, so I would subtract 3 from both sides, and I'm left with negative x is greater than 6. But I'm not done because I have that sort of invisible negative 1 out front. So I need to get rid of that negative. And hold on, what just happened? I just divided by a negative 1. So I have to flip that inequality symbol, and 6 divided by negative 1 is a negative 6. Why don't you pause the video, try 4, 5, and 6, and then unpause to check your work. So number 4, I would divide by a positive 2. I do not need to flip my inequality sign. And I have x is less than 6. Here I would have x is less than 8. And here I am dividing by a negative 2. So x would be less than a negative 11. Okay, so that's just a quick intro to solving inequalities. Check out some other videos on YouTube if you need additional help, or send me an email or see me before school, and I'll see you soon.